Hey, it's your boy Bobby B's here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is young Ghost is going to be in Raising Kanan season 2. Well, is he going to be in it? It's pretty much a question I wonder when it comes down to it. See, when it comes down to it, say, Ghost is somebody that everybody been wanting to see pop up in Raising Kanan for a long time. The reason why he didn't pop up in Raising Kanan season 1 was because he was too young. Kanan at this time, I believe, is 15 years old, and that would make Ghost between, 11 and 12. And they're saying he's not going to be involved with that life. Now, let me be honest with you. I don't know what age Ghost was when he got involved with that life, but he did that when he was very young. And as we know, there were always very young drug dealers out there back in the day, especially if we're talking about the 90s. I mean, come on. Have you guys ever saw the movie called Fresh? If you haven't, go check that out. When it comes down to it, though, Ghost being a young dealer makes a lot of sense if they were to bring him into the picture, especially if they would do things just a little bit more differently. When it comes down to it, Kanan and Rock, I don't really think they're going to be at a good place. And not only that, they're not going to really be at a good place, and I think that Kanan's going to be doing his own thing. And I think Breeze is supposed to be introduced in this season. Now, when it comes down to it, I believe Breeze was older than all of them. Breeze was older than Kanan, Ghost, and all of them, but I want to say he was younger than Rock and all of them. So with that character introduction, it should be a situation that basically with Breeze coming, Ghost should be coming as well. Ghost should be following right behind. So when it comes down to it, Ghost being in the series as a young dealer, that's something I can definitely see. That's something that I think can definitely happen. Because one thing that we all knew back in the 90s, heck, even in the 80s, there was always young drug dealers, kid drug dealers, because back then a kid can get caught with drugs, never face the time a dealer could face. They would probably be put someplace and come right back out on the streets, because you can't put a kid in jail. You can only put them in a juvenile facility. And to some degree, back then, drugs did not put a kid in a juvenile facility. But when it comes down to it, Ghost popping up in season 2, yes. Tommy popping up in season 2, yes. But I do think that Ghost would possibly want to keep Tommy away from that life. Young Ghost would want to keep Tommy away from that life. One thing that I know about, and we all know about, is that Ghost said he was pretty much Tommy's protector. When kids would bully him or come at him because he was white, Ghost would always be the one to have to protect him and have his back, because Ghost didn't see skin color when it came to Tommy. All he saw was his brother. And Ghost was pretty much raised by Tommy's mom. Remember, when Ghost's father died, Ghost ended up living with Tommy's mom and Tommy, and he was raised with Tommy as his brother. So when it comes down to it, heck, that's pretty much the relationship there with Ghost and Tommy. I think, like I say, young Ghost would want to keep Tommy out of that lifestyle. He probably want him to have nothing to do with it. And Ghost would be doing his thing, trying to make his money. Because when it comes down to it, Tommy's mom, remember, she's not too reliable. She had some stuff about her. I guess she used to have a habit or whatever, and money wasn't really coming through like that. So Ghost was saying to himself, you know what, I need to do something about this. And he went out there and did what he had to do. This Raising Kanan season 2 should definitely be about Ghost eventually meeting Kanan, even if it's just brief, even if it's just a cameo, even if he's just some little kid that's trying to do something and he just don't know. Like, as long as he's there, that's cool. If he's not and they waiting until season 3 to put him in there, that's cool as well when it comes down to it. Because remember, we thought we was going to see Breeze in season 1. We did not. We saw we will probably see Breeze in the season coming up. I think season 1 was pretty much all about establishing who Rock was, who her brothers were, who Kanan is, young Kanan, young Jukebox, who Unique is, and all of them. That's what season 1 was mainly about. And now I think with season 2, we're going to begin to see everything come together, because everyone wants that Breeze storyline. The storyline everybody really wants when it comes to Breeze is basically the one where Ghost came after Breeze and had no choice but to take Breeze out. But we're not going to be getting that storyline for a very, very long time. And if anything, whenever that storyline happens, it'll more than likely be when they're older, probably season, I don't know, 4 or 5, when they're probably a time skip or something like that, because they way too young for that event to be happening, like right here. But that's pretty much all I got to say in regards to that. I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy Bobby Beast here. I just want to say much love, much respect, hold it down, and one.
How to conversate with God.
Hey, how are you doing? I want to talk to you guys about how to conversate with God. When it comes down to it, I don't know who you believe in. I respect whatever you got going on with you, that's you. But when it comes down to it, I believe in, the Most High. You call him God, I call him the Most High. But we're going to talk about how you should conversate with him. When it comes down to it, when you're conversating with God, don't approach him like, hey, I'm just here because, either I want some good things to happen in my life, or I'm going through a lot of stuff in my life. Like, don't just make that the basis. Not only that, don't be there, talking to him because my mama want me to do it or my daddy want me to do it. Do it because you want to do it. Now, when it comes down to it, when it comes to conversating with him, he doesn't want to really be hearing nothing about your problems all the time. Like that's the only thing, or you just want to talk about what you want. He want to conversate with you, like talk to you. And what I mean by that is that basically he want to talk to you. He want to, he want to speak to you, see what's going on with you, and you speak to him about what's going on with you. You get what I'm saying? He want to tell you about what's going on with him. And I know, don't get it twisted, he may be saying some stuff that's like probably above your head, but he's more than likely gonna speak on relating to you. But the whole thing is, when it comes down to it, don't approach him like someone like, look, I'm expecting you to help me, or you got to make good things in my life. You approach him like a family member. And what I mean by that is that you approach him saying like, you got respect for him, you love him, because every time you hear fear in the Bible, that's not fear. He says respect the Lord. I don't know who put fear there, but it is not fear, it is respect. But that's the whole thing I'm trying to say when it comes down to it. To conversate with him is like talking to him and speaking to him about some stuff in life. Like it's just like conversations, like when you're talking to your best friend or you talking to some people, like someone that, oh man, I can't wait to hang out. That's pretty much how you conversate with God. That's how you do that. But that's pretty much all I got to